All right, so what we have here, viewers, is a goddamn truck. Okay, like when I'm bent out of shape. You can tell that right away. This is not one of those nice videos or anything like that. It's the middle of the damn neighborhood, man. My fucking neighborhood. And this guy is either like insane or very fucking insane. Look at that damn thing. Look at the... Okay, just pay attention to this shit. I'm not saying it's a big truck, wow. I'm saying, what the fuck is it doing here? Now, look at the thing on it. I don't know what it's called, but you can see it reaches up to about 3 stories plus. 3 to 5 stories at least. Do you see any goddamn skyscrapers around here, viewer? This kind of shit pisses me off, man. It's a fucking waste of money. And if the guy's getting some work done on his house, paying 10 grand a fucking week for this kind of nonsense and not feeding people downtown, then I'm pissed off. I'm fucking pissed off. I'm gonna go and try and interact with these two animals and see if I can find out just what the fuck is going on. Obviously, I gotta be nice and all of this kind of rubbish. Hey man, nice bobcat, bro. Mind if I film that shit and put it on my YouTube channel and talk about how we waste resources doing rubbish like this in residential areas, whereas, you know, like we got fucking bridges falling apart in this city. My God, what the hell are you guys doing here, man? Is this residential work, bro? He's like, none of your business, man. I don't see a fucking hedge with monsters growing out of it, man. I don't know what the hell you're gonna do with that thing. Huh? Hey, dude, what are you guys doing? Do you mind if I ask? Is this somebody's house you're building? What? Is this someone's house you're building? This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this on a residential street. I'm really confused. Do you mind if I ask? I'm just curious. Like, what kind of work are you guys doing? You're working on this house, right? Obviously. Yeah. With this stuff? Are you going to demolish it? You're demolishing it, right? Wow. All right. Well, it's very cool equipment, man. It's just like seems a bit out of place, man. Look at that cutter, man. That's for like, I don't even know. That'd be the goddamn jungles of Cameroon, man. Anyhow, and by the way, Japan's coming up in the football World Cup, man. And let's hope that someone other than a Latin American or fucking European team wins that shit. See, they're clueless too. He had no idea. He was just told by his damn boss to bring the shit out here, and he's like, whatever, man. But look at that shit. It's that fucking, he could mow that house down with this equipment. And the black dude, he could fucking chop all the trees up and down the street. Maybe in a week, do it with that other thing, and maybe an axe, obviously, or a chainsaw, right? All right, guys, thank you. So there you go, fucking waste, total fucking waste, man. I don't understand why people do this kind of rubbish. In fact, I do. See, I painted houses in Vancouver, and part of that is West Vancouver. Now, West Vancouver is the place, essentially, in terms of where do you want to live in Canada, okay? You scoot along down to goddamn Whistler in half an hour, or you can, you're looking at down, I mean, I don't even want to describe it. It's like impossible to describe, but let's just say it's the richest postal code in Canada, West Vancouver. And up there you have this kind of stuff because you have those kinds of houses. You got cranes, you got planes and automobiles, like the planes flying overhead, obviously. Hey, you want to wave? Oh, thank you. Thanks, man. What a nice guy, man. So, but still, like the crane on the street, what it says to me is like, it's total overkill, man. It's like a butterfly with a hammer type of deal. Although why you'd want to kill a butterfly to begin with is retarded, but let's just bypass that point. See, in West Vancouver, they don't even have shit like this out there, by the way. But you need like big equipment to do big jobs. The damn equipment is bigger than the house. So either it's a mistake, or like, this is the only explanation. It might actually be the correct one that comes to mind, because I have a bad habit of assuming the wrong thing. It's like you see someone looking at you and he's frowning and it's like, hey man, stop giving me that bad vibe, man. That's practically why I developed my character Zaidi Boy, just so I could ask people this kind of nonsense. Like I was in the bathroom today and these Chinese folks came in. I was like, listen man, if you're gonna stare, fucking at least say hi, right? So, okay, explanation. Company over here is a big company. It's got a lot of equipment, and they just didn't have the right size equipment, and so they sent all this shit out. Although, what the hell they're going to be doing with it, God knows, man. I could climb up on that roof with no fucking equipment, man. You don't need this big scaffolding thing, man. It just doesn't make any sense. And these guys didn't know. You know, I'm really tempted to try and track this down to the root cause, man, and just talk to somebody and say, this is retarded, man. Nice car, huh? I had this lady come up to me the other day, and she's like, hey, why are you filming my car? It was a Lex like this one. This is a sweet fucking deal, man. See, I hate cars, but if I was to drive, I wouldn't mind driving something like this. Look, it's pimped out. Look at that little thing over there. This is my man right here. This guy smokes weed for sure. No question. No fucking question. No fucking question. Now, is it wrong of me to... And look at the dealership. This guy has class, man. This guy knows what's going on. And he probably has neighbors who fucking hate him and are jealous of him. He's not going to mind me putting his car on YouTube and saying to people that it's a fucking alright vehicle. He's not going to mind at all. Hey, is he in there? Shit, man, he might actually be in there listening. Cowering behind his car. No, man, he's a fucking weed smoker. He's alright. Windows cranked and everything. Yeah, he's a weed smoker. Anyhow, whatever. I'm trying to find home. It's like time to pray right now. And what's probably going to end up happening is I'm going to pray in the park. Now, our imams, peace be upon them all, have said, pray in privacy. See, pray in privacy. It's a very interesting dilemma of sorts. First of all, we've been told, teach people with your actions. Right? Teach people, rather, quote unquote, teach without words. I don't know why the hell I do all this talking, quite frankly. I wish I didn't. Our seventh imam, peace be upon him, his name was Moses. His title was Kazim. Kazim means to drink anger, man. He was in prison for 14 years. The governors and the mayors and whatnot of different towns, like basically the king of the times has said, the evil Sunni caliph, he had said, you gotta keep this man in jail. Now the problem was the guy, or imam, peace be upon him, he was just inconceivable, of course. Everywhere he went, he was so holy that the governor would end up, or the city, wherever he was staying, they'd end up writing to the governor saying, man, I just don't understand what's going on with that damn crane, man. I wish I could find out what company it was with. It's probably a way of figuring it out, but it's pointless trying to ask one of those bozos for a card or some sensible answer, let alone information. Anyway, our seventh imam, peace be upon him, jail for 14 years. And every governor / mayor, leader, whatever, in whatever part of the territories, the Muslim territories he was in, would end up having to write to the governor saying, this is nonsense. Now this is how what you do is you just reflect it back to him, right? And at a certain point he realizes that you're one of him. Good dog. Attaboy. See his tail's waving? Doesn't matter if he's barking. If his tail's waving, he's just having fun. Don't pull him by the neck, ma'am. If you're going to love him all the way, not half the way, all right? Don't pull him by the neck. Imagine someone had something around your neck and was pulling your dumb ass around all day. All right, I just hate that shit. I schooled some other girl about this crap earlier, man. She's pulling the dog and I fucking ripped into her, man. But you see, she got it. Because the dog stopped and she stopped. And she attended to the dog as opposed to her own egoistic self, right? I'm a dick as well, ma'am, but I don't have a dog. Anyhow, so whatever, dude. So the seventh imam, peace be upon him, everywhere he went, the leader would say, this man is too holy. What the hell has he done? What crime has he committed? That's what I ask people. What have I done? Just tell me what I've done wrong. I get the cops called on me on a regular fucking basis. Canada Post rules, man. I got a YouTube video called Canada Post, man. And it's this guy, he's giving me a box, man, out of his truck because he's such a nice guy. I needed to send something to Calgary, which I still haven't. Thanks, man. So, yeah, lots of work going on here. It's an affluent neighborhood, therefore, right? Goddamn crane at the end of it. I don't know what the deal was with that stuff. Hey, man, don't mind. So, wow, look at this stuff. Look at that terrace, man. This is a beautiful damn place. I love Vaughan, man. Too bad I'm not going to be living here for too long. But then who is going to be living here forever? Anyhow, so, you know, they would send prostitutes. They would send really mean jailers down to fucking terrorize him, to whatever, subjugate him, to tempt him. And then they'd go downstairs or whatever, and those people would be praying with him. Like this prostitute came down one time, like gorgeous girl and all this kind of stuff, obviously. Cleopatra type. And by the way, there's this real fucking hot mama that works in super shopping drugs, man, and steals and different. Man, she blew my goddamn mind. Like, I mean, I just have to think about her and I just get all confused and befuddled. Like, I couldn't even believe it. I went into the place and I was like, hello. And then she gives me a sheepish hello as I'm walking past. And I'm like, oh, wait, no, it's too late now, man. And especially not such a tepid response. And then I came back afterwards and I was walking past outside and I happened to look in and she's looking at me and I fucking lost it, man. She's like out of control beautiful. She's basically got classical Egyptian features and she's essentially like a Cleopatra-esque kind of goddess. So there's some guy outside, and I was like, dude, you gotta check this girl out, man. I didn't even want to look at her again. So I bring the guy over, and I'm like, you know, he's an old man, right? And he's got white hair and glasses and stuff. He's looking inside the shop, trying to figure out where he is. And I told him, I prepped his ass. I said, listen, man, no matter what I say, she's gonna blow your damn mind, bro. And he was curious, obviously. And so he's standing there, and I'm pointing with my finger. And then it's exactly what I had predicted. He sees her, and he fucking, his eyes like, they go wide, and he like, literally, he's fucking taken aback. I was like, man, what did I say, man? We were hollering over that shit. All right, 20% of battery remaining. I might as well wrap this stuff up. I don't even know where the hell I'm going. I know I'm in the general direction of home, man. And you can generally figure things out based on the sun. Okay, so the way it works is this. Sun rises in the east, and therefore in the morning the shadow falls in the west. Sun sets in the west, and therefore the shadow in the afternoon, you know, the opposite direction. So time to pray basically is about nowadays 1:15. This being whatever, June the 15th or 14th. Who gives a rat's ass about time anyhow, right? Man-made fucking thing, man. I'm not going to say it's a figment of our imagination, but I just did, right? Anyhow, so the problem or the thing is that there is no problem or thing. That's really what it is. So this girl, of course, and then our Imam, peace be upon him, beautiful girl comes downstairs, and he says to her, he said, like, listen. And our Imams used to do this, peace be upon them all. They'd open their two fingers and show a person. They'd say, look between my two fingers. And the lady looked, and she saw like gardens of paradise and all this stuff. Play nice, kids. Remember, everyone's got to have as much fun as possible, not just you. There's a nice old man sitting there, looking at me, pretending to be holy, but judging. Man, this guy's the bomb. Sir, you're on camera. I hope you don't mind. Assalamu alaikum. Man, he's Hindu. Sir Sikar. Allah ka shukr aap sunai, sir. कौन है आप?
मैं कहाँ काम करते हो?
काम नहीं, मैंने जाना है, नमाज का वक्त है सर। किधर? नमाज पढ़ने घर में यहाँ पे रहता हूँ। काम मैं अपना खुद करता हूँ।
नमाज पढ़ने कहाँ जा रहे हो?
घर में जा रहा हूँ सर, नमाज पढ़ने मैं घर जा रहा हूँ।
नमाज कहाँ पढ़ कर आए हैं?
मैंने जाना है नमाज पढ़ने सर।
कहाँ किस जगह जाते हो?
किस जगह जाते हो? All right, folks, this is too fucking interesting. I can actually learn something for this guy, which actually in my mind supersedes praying. So I'll pray a bit later. Man, there's damn kids everywhere. Escorts and jacket. This is the place to be, man. Vaughan. And so we'll talk to you later. And this other stuff, just read about it. al-islam.org, right? Or just read some of my other posts, right? Or watch some of my other vlogs, viewer. Over and out. Origin up.